News this week. Welcome to the pod, guys. We have a lot to cover. The fighting in the Ukraine is about to break out. Russia's on one. We've been covering that for a while, so we'll get to that. Also, the fucking Canadian convoy of truckers hopefully making its way to the U.S., God willing. What else? Some stuff in China with the Olympics. I was in Utah this week with the Mormons. And what else? Oh, and Bob Saget died because he hit his head. I mean...
It's tough way to go.
Yeah. A bunch of police were shot this week. There's a lot of good things going on around the world.
A lot of positivity.
A lot of positivity. So, yeah, we're going to have fun. I don't fucking know, dude. I didn't sleep last night.
Yeah.
So, all right.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother...
Welcome to the show, everybody.
What's going on? Good to be back.
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Dates?
Let's do dates.
All right. This Wednesday, February 16th, I'll be at Bill's Bar in Boston. I'll also be 2/18, the 18th, Tackle Box Brewing, Marlborough, Mass. The next day, I'm going up to Manchester, New Hampshire to Murphy's Tap Room. I'm hosting a show up there. And then also in New Hampshire, this should be a good one, the Shaskeen, the Ruby Room.
Great room.
In Manchester, New Hampshire. That's February 23rd. Logan O'Brien's headlining that show. It will be fun. That's what I got coming up.
All right. And I got, am I still on the Marlboro show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I think I'm on the Marlboro show with Dave on the 18th, so fucking
Oh, yeah. Come out to that.
roll through if you want to see both the podcast hosts.
Both the studs, dude.
Hopefully do well. And then I'm doing Comedy Scene 25th and 26th, Friday, Saturday.
The old home court.
The old home court.
Let's go.
So.
And then March 1st, Tuesday, March 1st,
Yes.
Privé Lounge in Andover. Keep an eye out for tickets there. That's going to sell out.
Yeah, that's going to be, they're selling those through what? Open Table?
Open Table at, just find Privé Lounge on Open Table and reserve your spot for that night.
Dinner, show.
Yeah.
Great lounge. It's going to be,
Dinner, show, and a dick suck. That's how we're marketing that.
That's the fucking play. So.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
What's good, bro?
I'm back.
We're back. I mean, do you just want to kick it off? Or do you want to?
Yeah. This is Utah. Back, baby.
There you go. You got the merch.
Ski Park City,
Dropping
bitch.
some fucking cash on the
Dude,
merch.
My quads are jacked.
Yeah.
I've skied all week.
Slopes.
Hit the slopes. The après ski.
Praise ski. So who did you
the Mormons.
Who'd you go with? What was the what's the crew?
I went with the crew was a bunch of people, but 5 paramedics. Some of us are on fire department, some of us aren't. It's, we all used to work together in the slums.
Yeah.
So now we go. It was a good time. They weren't some of the Mormons weren't ready for our edge. What do you call it? It was funny, dude. Utah's a sick state because it's so basically like you can encapsulate the state in like with this one Uber ride we had. We had this lady Karen. She was definitely Mormon. She was probably in her 50s. She's like a super wholesome like lady, and we're like going out to the bar one night like already hammered, and so we're like asking her questions about the state. We're like, so yeah, Mormons really control the state. She's like, she wasn't Southern, but in my head she's like, that's right.
Mormons are Southern.
Yeah, and someone was like, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be separation of church and state. And she's like, oh no, we like our church in the state.
Yeah.
She's like
selling the brand.
Yeah, dude, it was great. And so we were just feeding into it. We're like, she's like, yeah. I'm like, there's a lot going wrong. There's a lot going wrong with this country. It's lost its way. She's like, oh, you're telling me, honey. I'm like, yeah, it has a lot to do with the Biden and the Chinese. She's like, talk it, honey, talk it. Like, I know. It was funny. So everyone was like that out there. It's a weird state because they're like super against like drinking and they're like very helpful and nice, but everyone just has guns everywhere. One of our Uber drivers was like, I got 3 guns in the car right now. He's like, check that glove
Check the
compartment.
glove.
He's like, I got a gun in there right now. I was like, I'm good.
It's unlocked. You can.
It was sick. Yeah, it literally was. It was freaking
So
funny.
what is the bar scene then? If it's
The bar scene's good because Park City is like separate from Salt Lake City, and like it's kind of its own thing. Like they just let like
they know what the
people go
deal
and
is.
party.
It's
Yeah,
a
like-
big tourist thing.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
They just
Like,
they let
the
it
Mormons
ride.
fucking run everything, and they're kind of like the Jews. Don't fuck with their money. You know what I mean? Money above everything.
Yeah.
So the bar scene is good. I will say a lot of dudes, bad, heavy dude ratio.
Mad heads, mad dude.
heavy dude ratio in Park City. I don't know why. That's just that was the vibe we're getting. And then people were like, "Oh yeah, there's mad. It's mostly dudes here."
Yeah.
But there was I'll just go right into the story. There was a funny incident. So, this is a good little. We like to be an educational podcast as well.
Hell yeah.
So I have a theory when trying to get girls or like if you want to like go to a bar and get girls or whatever. The strategy that I have always implemented is I think you need to just have the most fun. Like you need to be the guy that's having more fun than everyone else.
Right.
It's not about like going up to girls and like buying them a drink.
Yeah. Just be having like such a good time that they come over to you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going? Like, what is this crew up to?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the strategy. So we were. I'll tell the story. I'll preface this by saying I'm never the guy that like get like I don't know how to say it, like. I've had girls like stole like you're talking to a girl and like a guy like comes up and starts talking and the girl goes
They goes
fuck
fuck,
dude
that's
yeah like I'm always the guy that's like fuck.
Yeah.
So we were chilling in the bar and this No Name Saloon. You would have loved this place. It was pretty legit.
Sounds
they had
cool
a couple
already.
There's a couple good dive bars. They had like a good Irish dive bar. This place was like pretty rowdy. But like we were just sitting there. They were playing Michael Jackson. We were just having the most fun. We were just the most fun guys in the bar. Just just chilling. Just 5 dudes being dudes.
Yeah, dudes being dudes.
Yeah, nothing crazy. And then there were these girls across the bar, and they were like dancing and having fun. They were like making eye contact.
Yeah.
with us.
So they were being the fun chick
They were being
crew.
the fun chick crew. So
Yeah.
we're like, yeah. So my buddy's a pussy hound.
Not a big deal.
He's like, I'm going over there. He's like, I'm going over there.
Sniff something out.
I'm like, all right, dude, I got your back. Get over there. So like we go over because like they were like making eye contact. So we started talking to these girls and just like pleasant conversation. But we were talking for a while, like hitting it off. It was good,
Yeah.
having a good time. And then, dude, I don't know, the environment in this bar was like. First off, like I said, the ratio was bad. So it was like you were in a zoo.
Yeah, it's already out for like everyone's kind of like got their
Yeah.
eyes on that crew.
Yeah,
Then.
dude,
Like
yes,
we're gonna.
dude, yeah.
What's our move? How are we
Yeah.
gonna play this?
Because there weren't that many like groups of like. This was like the only group of like there were like 2 groups of hot girls in the bar that like there was one group that was sitting in the booth. Guys kept going up and they just kept. It was like a carousel of dudes.
Yeah.
They were just getting fucking
Just
bumped,
fucking
dude.
kicked to the
Rejected. So then we're talking to this crew. And it was literally like being in a zoo where there's like 1 female gorilla and then there's like 50 other dude gorillas that are like. So,
Dude, just from the girl's perspective, they're just like,
God.
Jesus Christ. But you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah. So we're talking to these girls, and this fucking hammered kid comes up to the group, and he's like, "What's going on, guys?" He's like, "Ladies, I noticed." He's from Alabama. He's like,
So
I'm
he's
from
got that like Southern confidence, or he's just like, I'm gonna go. Not even confidence, but like just that like.
Dude, this is what I've realized. So I had 2 run-ins this night. One with a dude from Alabama and one with a dude from North Carolina. And I realized that if you're not from the Northeast, you don't have a personality.
Yeah.
Like watching the like dudes like talk to these girls. I think if you're from the Northeast and you talk to a girl that's not from the Northeast, it's like easier because they're like, who's this fast talking Yankee with like he has jokes and like a personality.
Yeah.
These guys, like he just walked up. He's like, "Can I let me introduce myself? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna buy you ladies a drink." And like,
Dude, that's like imagine doing that like at Coogan's or something.
well, dude, you would get your fucking
yeah.
ass
First of all,
beat. Like
they'd call the bouncer in fucking 2 seconds. But dude, it's just like That like, first of all, calling a group of chicks ladies. Hey, ladies, I'm gonna introduce my. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, you were so far behind. You don't even understand how low your chances are right now.
Right. It's just insane. So he's like, he has his friends like on the other side of the bar, and he's like, I'm gonna bring him there. I want to buy you guys a drink. He's like, you guys can come too. Talking like me and my buddy, a couple of my other buddies left at this point. It was just me and my pussy hound friends.
Yeah. Wasn't gonna take no for an answer.
So he's like, come on over. I'll buy you guys a drink too. And we're like, nah, we're good, dude. And so the girl like turns to us and she's like, I'll be back. And literally, she's like, I'm gonna go there 15 minutes, get free drinks, be back. She's like, can you buy my friends a drink too? And he's like, okay, because he has to be like a Southern gentleman because that's the card he played. So he bought us a free drink. And then they go over, talk to that group. And I'm talking to my buddy. I'm like, dude, we should fucking leave right now. Like, fuck this. Like, I feel like a bitch. We're just sitting over there. Like, the girls are like over there.
Waiting for them to come back.
Yeah. But, okay, so they're on the other side of the bar. Now there's a group of dudes sitting next to us in this fucking this fucking dude with a cowboy hat on from North Carolina.
That's all you need to know right there, dude.
Fucking pussy, dude. So he's like, Bo. I don't know what is with these Southern guys. They're fucking low key dicks. He's like, boys. He's like, I can't believe my eyes. He's like, that's the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen. He's like, those boys just stole your girls from you. And I'm like, nah, man. It's not like that. Like, don't worry.
Yeah, you don't got the inside info here.
He's like, no. He's like, that's fucking sad. He's like, I should buy you guys some drinks. He's like, he's being a fucking dick. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking, like I said, this never happens. This is fucking serendipitous. I'm like, dude, don't worry. I'm like, they'll be back. And I'll be like, oh, how much you want to make a bet? They'll be back in less than 5 minutes. He's like, I don't know. And literally as I'm saying that, the fucking girls walk back around the bar. And all that kid's boys were like, oh.
Because you just fucking smoked that
kid. Just literally
yeah.
called it, yeah. And they're like dapping me up. They're like, that was awesome. So I'm like,
that voice just whenever you do that voice, just reminds me of Mason.
Dude,
that was awesome.
That was awesome. I just farted.
Dude, that just shows you like the fact that they're like going nuts. Like, bro, it's like, dude, you guys just like they live in such a different world when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, like getting girls down there is like going up and like being a gentleman at a bar, which sounds on surface level. You hear that, you're like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right?
Yeah, be a gentleman. But it's like, no, they're doing that because they don't have a personality underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all they got.
That all they have is being a gentleman.
Yeah, because like, all right, nice guy. All right, we'll let him talk. And then like once he gets past his intro, it's like, he's got nothing.
He's got nothing. They talk about their job. That's it. So then, dude, so the Alabama kids fail with these girls. They come back. And now this group of fucking dudes, this fucking stupid ass fucking cowboy motherfucker named Buck. I hope he listens to the podcast, dude. Fucking Buck.
Could these guys get more stereotypes?
Dude, yeah, Buck, bro.
With the fucking cowboy hat
Buck
on.
comes over, and he's in. There's like the hottest girl of the group that like we were with, and he like partitions her off, so she's like talking to his boys now.
Chicks love that.
She's like and he's being he's being like passively he's being like overly nice to us.
Yeah,
I know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's doing.
He's being he's like trying to distract us so like that girl can talk to like his friends or whatever. And it's just like, dude, I'm just not having it. And like, dude, I start getting that like hot feeling. I'm like, because he starts like, dude, he starts saying dick things to me. He's like little jabs here, and he's like, he's like, you a snowboarder or a skier? And I'm like, he's like, because I fucking hate skiers.
Oh god.
In which, first off, if you snowboard or ski, like legit, if you're like from the Northeast or like out west, like there's no beef between them.
Yeah,
like,
no one gives a shit.
No one gives a shit. If you think that people give a shit, then you don't do it that often.
Yeah.
You're from North Carolina and you're like, oh, there's a beef between.
Yeah, big ski town in fucking Raleigh.
No, yeah, exactly, dude. Like, so he's like, and I'm like, I'm a skier. He's like, oh, that's fucking gay, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I literally, and I like kind of fucking, I was like, bro, you're literally wearing a fucking cowboy hat in here right now. That's like, so we're both gay, I guess. And he's like, whoa, he's like, the Boston just came out of you, huh? And I'm like, dude,
what are you talking about? Dude, that's funny because he thinks like, he's like, oh, that was the saddest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like the girls go over there because he thinks his crew is gonna be like the crew in the bar that's gonna like get the girls, right? So he's like, all right, you lost out on them, then they fucking left those guys, and now we're gonna fucking we're gonna close.
Dude, and it was it was fucking so beautiful because like he's wearing a cowboy hat. He's like this jack dude. In like those the other Alabama kids like weren't that good looking, but like I don't know, it was like a big group of dudes. It was just me and my buddy. This whole group of guys was like bigger than they're like, you know what I mean? They're like better looking dudes, and they just thought, but dude,
thought they were like running the bar probably.
But we fucking we just had the most fun. They just kept coming back, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So what? How did they transition back to?
Eventually back to our crew. You know. So, and then I'll tell you, I gotta end the story.
I can put the fucking pieces together.
There's a mad. I don't know how I could tell on the pod. Maybe I don't know. No,
we'll come back to it.
Yeah, I probably have family and shit. I have family that listens to this. I got to chill, but I'll maybe we'll come
save for the car ride.
Yeah, we'll switch to when we switch to the Patreon.
Yeah,
put it behind.
Yeah, throw it on put it on the website.
Yeah, but it was very funny. That my buddy ended up like trying. One of the girls was like married, and she's just like dancing up a storm with him. She brought him all the way to her fucking house, literally like up the street. I took a separate Uber home.
So was this like a girls trip? Like they weren't with their
No, they were. It was like it was just like a group of girls that were friends, and she brought the married chick brought him all the way to the fucking house, and then she's like, and I think they went inside, and then it just like didn't go. Like she brought him like to the doorstep of hooking up, and then was like, no.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But dude, that for that's a win. That's basically a win.
Yeah, he was fucking pissed because then he was stranded down there in downtown, and we were like, like a 15-minute Uber ride away.
But I mean, dude, that's as good as you can get. If she's mad, it's almost best case. No, I don't know. It's not best case scenario for him, but like, she's fucking married.
I know.
He was on the doorstep. It's like you got to take that. You chalk that up.
I know. I was like, oh, dude. One of the girls was telling me like they were like off dancing, and she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't know. She's cheated on her husband before.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking like, maybe she's fucking made the right call. I don't know. But she's like, oh, this is like the 8th time.
she's like, I don't know. A couple summers ago, we were down in Miami. She got on a yacht. She kissed some dude. Her husband was there. He found out. Like, I think she like literally was like with her husband and like people, and then like someone pulled up on a yacht and was like, girls, come on the yacht. And she was like,
jumped on.
Yeah, jumped on. Like, dude.
So this is her thing. Then.
This is her
thing.
Yeah, I don't know. She's been with I think she's been with that guy since like high school. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things like that. A relationship probably should have ended like years ago and just
they just got married at 20 because whatever.
Yes, exactly.
And now she's fucking cheating on the road.
Yeah, she's like, he was in the army, but I'm like, okay.
Oh, dude, this story just keeps getting. It just adds up. Dude, he's in the army wedding, fucking multiple time cheater. Yeah, pickup truck probably.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then we saw that North Carolina dude the next night at a different bar. And he was trying to be all nice and shit. He's just trying to be, we should ski together tomorrow. I'm just like, I fucking hate you.
Bro, it's like, you call me gay.
Yeah.
It's over.
He was like fucking, like he was when he like come up to me at the bar, like talking to us, he's like aggressively put his hand on, one of those dudes like, like fucking just like grabbing your arm and shit. You're like, stop trying to big dick me.
Yeah,
stop trying to big dick me. Like just doing it like a,
yeah, because he's doing it. You know exactly what he's doing.
He's not doing it like you're my buddy.
Yeah, you're my buddy. He's like, trying to like be like, I'm fucking. This is my room. This is my bar.
Yeah,
this kid's just fucking.
Yeah, and he went into that with the strategy like, I'm this fucking big jack dude, and like I wear a cowboy hat, and like all these girls are gonna love me because I'm gonna act like a gentleman. It's like, no, dude, you need to fucking be a human being.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
fucking
bro. So
that was
that sounds. I mean, were you doing that like every night? Was it the bars every night?
I pretty much went out every night, yeah. Some of the other, one of my buddies, he's so fucking funny, dude. He was literally drunk from the time we left Logan Airport to the time we returned to Logan Airport. One day he didn't drink. He started drinking at noon. And he's like, I'm proud of myself. He's like, I didn't fucking start drinking till noon today.
That's a fucking salt. I mean, you think
he's an animal.
you know, the anxiety. Maybe he just fucking pushes through, but they're coming off.
Oh no, he is probably
a
a
7-day
spiral.
bender is probably it's a tough Sunday, whatever.
We ended the trip with like a steak dinner at like a wicked nice restaurant. It was fucking sick.
Yeah,
like a fucking insane bill, but like it was fucking dope.
That's worth. Dude, nothing better than the steakhouse experience.
Oh,
I love a good fucking.
Oh, dude, it's great. We just fucking getting bottles of red wine, fucking ribeye steak. I was like, oh, this is sick.
It's gonna hurt that statement, but
it was.
Dude, how long? When do you check? How long after a trip do you fuck? I let it go for like a week.
I looked today. I don't even look at like all my expenditures. I was just looking at like the sum total just dropping. I was like.
Dude, I love when you log in, and especially after a trip when it takes like a couple days for all the shit to hit. I don't even look at I put my hand up. I'll block an eye. I'll block an eye from the numbers.
It's like you're looking at an eclipse.
Yeah,
I keep going look at it for a second.
3D glasses on.
Yeah,
I'm like fucking. I'll just look at the number of transactions, unposted, like haven't even fucking hit the account yet.
It's like literally today it was like 10 pending transactions. I'm like,
probably average cost, probably like $100 each.
Dude,
just like.
It's fucking brutal,
dude. That's the problem. It's like you save up to go on vacation. You get the time off. You're looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. It's like the day before vacation is like better than the fucking vacation in terms of like looking at it.
Yeah, the anticipation.
The anticipation is better than the actual trip, and then you come home and you're like, "What the fuck did I even do that for?"
Yeah,
gotta go back to going back into work.
Reality, dude, is brutal. Yeah, so I'm in like a fucking, and now I'm out of the. This is also so gay, but like I'm out of the comedy routine, and I'm like. I had like some good momentum going. I felt like just like consistency, and now I'm like, this week is gonna be rough.
Yeah, dude, that's not like I feel the same way when for whatever reason can't do comedy for a week or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's like it feels way worse than it actually is. Like,
yeah.
It's like no impact.
Yeah,
be back. You missed a couple of mics in a show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it's not.
But it feels like fuck. I've been gone for a month.
I have like Bill's Bar Wednesday, and then I have to do like 15 at that Marlboro show, so I'm like I need to be sharp, so I have to get in a mic, and I'm working tomorrow. I have to get in a mic Tuesday, a mic or two, you know what I mean? I have to get in a mic Wednesday with Bill's Bar. I need to and Thursday, so I don't know. But yeah, it was a good trip overall. My fucking legs are smoked. The skiing was sick, dude. Skiing is fucking is cool. I don't care what anyone says. It is fun and cool.
Yeah, dude. It's like that's like high school shit. Yeah, like snowboarder versus skier. Not that I'm in the scene at all, but
I just meant like skiing in general. Like
just the whole yeah.
It's sick. It's easy to make fun of because you can be like, oh, that's such a white person thing, and like whatever.
Yeah, I'm a white person.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
what do you want me to do?
It's fun, like ripping beers on a gondola and then like skiing through the woods. It's just like
if you can't have fun doing that, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's great.
Dude, there's like, did you see the Waste Management Open?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Dude, obviously,
you know what that is?
What?
Pretty sick. The Waste Management Open.
I have no clue.
It's just golf tournament. So, golf in general, it's like a super like stuffy old person, rich kind of culture, PGA Tour, all that shit.
Yep.
They do one tournament a year where they just like they throw all like the tradition, the rules, the fucking side, and they're just like, this is gonna be one chaos like wild tournament.
Is it in Arizona?
I think it's in Scottsdale.
Yeah. So it's all like
they televise it. They put it on TV.
Yeah, it's all a full hammered like University of Arizona like college kids.
Yeah, it's a full blown PGA event. It's like it's a tournament tour. Yeah. It's like all legit. They just like they open it up for the fans to be insane.
Yeah,
and
kind of sick.
It's fucking sweet, dude. There was I'm not even a golf guy, but like. Dude, there are people. Because the 16th hole is like the big thing where it's like everyone. It's like the party hole, which is like so.
I call something else the party hole.
That's the second hole.
And so basically, just like for one weekend a year, they let people go crazy. Dude, they were showing videos on like ESPN. People were lining up at 2:30 in the morning to get their. And dude, they open the gates. It's like a fucking run of the bulls, dude.
No way.
And everyone just sprints to the 16th hole.
Really?
Grab their spots. It looks sick. But the point was, obviously, there's like a fucking section of Twitter that's like hardo golf Twitter. It's like, this is bad for the game.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Dude, every time I log into Twitter, I find a new corner that's like, I got to delete my account.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing with like the skiing. It's like these golf people are like the golf traditionalists.
Yeah.
They're just like, this is bad for the game.
Bad
It's disrespectful and this and that. I'm like, you fucking morons.
Yeah,
like,
this is good for the game.
This is good for the game.
Yeah, if you made it more like this, it would be... Which I get. You don't want it to turn into that. I mean,
it can't be every weekend.
Yeah. Literally what Happy Gilmore is about.
Yeah. Yeah, just...
like, he's turning the game. Well, I don't even know what to fucking call it. But yeah, it's like... Yeah.
Yeah. Kick him off the tour.
Turning the game into a fucking circus. Yeah.
Anyway, same thing with like the skiing's kind of got that similar like...
Yeah.
You know, people like at least people see it as like golf, skiing. It's like all rich white people, like whatever. Yeah. But hey, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, and like it is and it isn't. Like there's also like a big like ski bum community, which like those people also kind of annoy me because it's like, dude, Park City's fucking crazy. There's mad rich people. There's literally ladies walking up and down the street in it is like it's like a little ski town. It's sick, but there's literally old ladies in crazy like fur. Dude, I almost bought a fucking fur thong. Bro, it was $45. I should have done it.
That's
just
a deal
for the store. I should have worn it for the pod.
Yeah.
Imagine you're hooking up with you fucking some girls hooking up with you, you're fucking pulling your pants, you have a fur thong
fucking
on.
Mink thong.
Don't mention it at all. Don't even address it.
It's like, what?
It me. Yeah. But yeah. And then the other side of it, yeah, there's like mad ski bums, which is like they just
I could see how that could get old. Like just hanging out with those sort of people. Like, all right, we get it, dude. We get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some guy, I was on the chairlift with one guy. I was talking to him, and he was like a ski bum, and he's like, but he was like older now. He's like, yeah. He's like, you know, I'm 35 now, and it's been fun for the last like 15 years doing this. But he's like, I kind of want to start a family, but I don't have any money.
but I've been skiing for 6 years.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have any money, and I have no like job prospects really. So he's just like, I'm just still doing this. I don't know. That's when it gets dark.
That's what these people don't know. Not even just ski bums, but just people that live that like they go after this one thing for a bit, and it's like, dude, I'm sure you had a crazy 20s.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it was wild and fun, but like
the other side of that,
you weren't doing anything else on the side to like
just have like
something
base,
going on because once you 35 is deep,
dude. The other side of that is dark. It's a dark side,
dude. That guy probably wanted to be out of that life fucking 5 years ago.
Yeah, and now now he's at the point where he's talking to strangers about it on the chairlift.
Yeah,
just like, venting to them.
I don't know what to
because he can't afford a therapist, so it's just any drunk kid that's next to him on the chairlift.
Yeah. Can't start hard to start a family in the fucking van you've been living in for the last 15 years.
Dude, it's true. It's so true. So yeah, that was it, dude. It was pretty fucking intense. My legs are fucking jacked right now, dude. They're ready to fucking
That's lit.
Yeah. So
yeah. I gotta next year I'm gonna get into skiing.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
The actual skiing itself, you know, it would take you a little to get. Once you're good at it, it's fine.
Yeah.
It'd be annoying like getting over the hump, but then just like chilling at the bar and like your ski shit and just fucking drinking beers.
Yeah,
there's nothing better.
I'd be in for that. Yeah, that's what I'd be in for.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
What'd you do this week? You had fucking comedy scene. How's that?
Yeah, big week. I a lot of shows, whatever, just the normal shit. But I'm trying. I brought the tripod out.
To a show?
Big change. I brought the
Damn, your tripod.
I brought the tripod out. I had
fucking
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows, which is fucking probably my busiest week ever. Not a big deal.
That's crazy.
But I'm like, fuck, I got to start like.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in Utah not doing comedy, and I was like, fuck, dude, Dan's doing so much shit right now.
It fucks with you, but then you got to realize I just burned through my entire schedule. I'm back to square. Square zero.
True, and I have like a bunch of.
And now you got a bunch. You got to remember, it's just this fucking timing cycle.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know why it happens? Because it's like you email. Like I don't know about you, but I email like fucking 20 people in a day.
Yeah,
and just like book a bunch of shows, and then I just am like, oh, sick. I have a bunch, and don't do it forever again. Like I don't book anything else for a while.
Well, dude, there's so few shows in Boston. Like once you're on them all, it's like you got to wait till you do them to hit them up again.
Yeah,
and they're not going to put you on the next one. So it's like.
Someone at work recently asked me like, how do you get on so many shows? How do you get on your shows? Does your agent do it for you? And I'm like,
bro, if I had an agent, these wouldn't be the shows on the fucking schedule.
Bro, yeah, I wouldn't be doing a dive bar in fucking North Adams, Massachusetts. Yeah. No offense
to our listeners in North Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just a big week, but that's all I got. So anyway. Trying to be a tripod, trying to get review the tape more. The fucking the audio shit just doesn't do anything for me anymore. So I brought the tripod to all the shows. Didn't use it for the first two. Just wanted to have it in the room.
Yeah.
set the tone.
Yeah.
We didn't want to set it up. I was,
It's like having a, it's like having a threesome or something. You're just like you like some,
Yeah, you can watch for the first
yeah, you can
one.
watch. Yeah, you can watch for the first.
See what it feels like to have you in the room. In the room.
Yeah. See if you want to bring another guy into the mix.
Yeah. We'll start working you in.
Yeah.
If we feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So first two shows, I was like, I'm just gonna have it there, and then I started. I did three. I did Ruby Room.
How was that?
That room's fucking sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a combination of. First of all, have you been to the Shaskin before?
No.
It's like
I know it's a good music venue.
Great music venue, but dude, it's owned by or it used to be. It was involved somehow. The people that own the Burn.
Oh, really?
So it's the same. You walk in, you're like, oh, this is the Burn. There's like the front room, hallway, back room is where the stage is. So it's the same fucking setup. Great for comedy, and it's just like that Irish bar environment. Like you can't beat it. So that walk in there, and it's classic New Hampshire crowd. Like, and it's a smaller than the Burns room, but like they pack them in. It's the New Hampshire crowd.
Yep.
They're down for whatever.
Yep.
The stage is like it's almost like it's not as big as the Jungle stage, but like it's big enough. Like you're up on the fucking It's like a real stage.
It's not too high.
Yeah, you walk on, you're just like, all right, I'm fucking in control here for a minute.
Yeah.
Until you start bombing.
Yeah.
But you're like, all right, at least they're gonna start paying. At least they'll be paying. I'm not at like below eye level on some fucking dive bar floor.
Right.
So anyway, good environment. They do a great job. Genevieve, shout out.
Yeah, I've heard good things about
her.
She
loves comedy. Books great lineup. So anyway, that was just a good classic New Hampshire show.
Fuck yeah, I'm pumped.
And you're doing that this week.
February 23rd.
Yeah,
come to the Shaskin.
So yeah, that was sick. Got a tape.
Sorry, point at my camera. Bro, we're gonna the 3 cam. 3 cams up. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so that was solid. Got the tape, and dude, I'm not even trying. I need new tapes for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I'm just trying to like get them on tape so I can watch them.
Yeah,
haven't watched them yet.
Wait, like physical tape?
No,
like
okay.
No, like iPhones.
Like yeah.
All right. I've never heard someone call an iPhone recording tape.
Someone else fucking
I think
called me out in that too.
It's just we're talking about it in
it's
like
a comedy
term. You're getting a tape to send out.
Yeah, that's weird. Someone else, that girl that I maybe want to have in the sketch, I was like, oh, send me an audition tape. She's like,
it's probably because I used to do this with real tape. I used to actually have
back in
physical tape.
High school.
Yeah.
Back in the fucking 70s.
Dude, we probably sound like morons.
Us?
Yeah, just I don't know, because like that's we only talk about like, oh, you got a tape, send the tape, send the tape. But yeah, so I got that. I filmed Hideout. Hideout was good. And then I filmed the second show at the Scene, which was fucking chaos.
Dude, what happened?
All right, so Scene. There's all these stories are about the Scene, dude. The Scene.
I know that's
if you haven't been to the comedy Scene to watch a show, come out and fuck. If you're gonna come see us at any show, come to the Scene because it's gonna be a wild experience regardless.
Because we talk about it every week and we don't even try to.
We don't. Yeah,
every week.
I don't want to have a Scene story this week.
Yeah,
but
every week one of us works there, and every week something happens.
Yeah. So, we get booked on these things like a month in advance. You just fucking sends out the schedule. You don't know who you're gonna get, and it is what it is. So I ended up getting on the show with this headliner, Carol Lee's super funny, and I don't know who she was beforehand, but she sells mad tickets, bro.
Okay.
She sold out. Her first show sold out on like Wednesday, which is like unheard of for that place.
Yeah.
So they added a second show, and we don't get a lot of opportunities to do 2 show nights ever. So whatever, it's cool when it happens. So 5 o'clock show was typical. 5 o'clock crowd.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like older people.
Yeah.
Whatever. Retirees. But all things considered, it was a good show. Nothing crazy happened.
So you're like, okay.
I'm like, okay, right. But I got the.
You're like, I'm not gonna have a story about the Scene this week.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a story about the Scene this week.
It's gonna be good.
And I got the numbers for the show. It was texted to me before. So it's like, first show like 70 tickets. I'm like, all right, cool, that's normal, whatever. And he goes, second show, 148. So I get that. I'm like, I'm starting to think like that's going to be a problem. That could be there could be a problem here because
for context, when it's like 110 tickets sold, I'm like freaking out about where I'm going to sit everyone.
Yeah,
I'm starting to be like, okay, this is going to be tight. It's going to be.
There reaches a point where you start to think it's going to be a problem, and it's way low. That point is way lower than fucking 148. Yeah, 150. So we clear out the first show, and then they turn the room over, and I'm like, all right, I'm counting chairs, and I'm like, there's enough chairs.
That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign, though.
There's enough chairs,
Yeah.
which is like, all right, we can physically seat all these people.
Yeah.
But as you know, no one. But dude, we're talking at this point like we're gonna have to actually start seat people.
Yeah.
And fucking.
And they need to stay.
You need to stay where you're sitting, and there's no gap seats there. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be jammed in next to some people. It's a solo comedy show. What the fuck? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
So,
bitch.
Yeah. Dude,
bitch.
I might be on fucking probation from the scene after this shit.
You're just fucking yelling at people.
Well, dude, there was a run-in with the group. So I don't know. People start coming in. And first of all, we need to find a fucking iPod to donate to this place. I just fucking the iPod's dead. We got to play music. I just put my phone back there. I don't check anyone in on the app.
Yeah.
I'm just. I didn't even fucking group. I didn't even just mass check anyone in. I just said fuck it. I'm not checking.
Yeah.
I'm just putting.
That's the other thing. If you do come to the comedy scene, and you can just show up and and just say you. I mean, you could just lie and say you bought a ticket, and I'll just be like, all right.
There was like 10 people that were like, yeah, I'm on the will call list. And I was like, I'll check the list. Dude, get your seats. I'll check in with you.
Yeah.
And there's no fucking will call list.
Yeah.
So whatever. So I don't know, dude. People start showing like as people are the final 5 o'clock show people because everyone's staying around. There's like, dude, I've never seen this before either. There's a line to that green room in the back to like meet.
Oh,
Carrie.
to meet her?
To meet her.
What's her name?
Carrie Louise.
Carrie Louise.
Super funny.
Yeah.
Obviously has a shitload of fans. But I've done the scene like, I don't know, like 12, 15 times, whatever. I've never seen a headliner have like a line for fans.
That's pretty cool.
So that was fucking cool.
Wow.
But anyway, that delay, and there's a hard out because we got to turn the whatever. So those people, like, we get the last people out the door, like, as the new people are coming in.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, when the first people come in, you're like, I'll try to seat you, but like, you got to let the room like fill up a little bit. Mm-hmm. People will sit where they want to sit, and then you kind of like, as bigger groups come in, you're like, all right, and you start like being more strategic about it, whatever. So anyway, I would look at the list. There's like there was like 2 groups of 14. There was a group of 11.
Holy shit!
And there was a group of 11, and there was a group of 10.
The most ever usually is like if I get one group of 7, I'm like, okay, this is a big group.
Yeah. So there were already, 14, 11, 10. So that's basically, if you know how the scene is set up, that's basically that's 4 long tables.
Holy
you
fuck.
have to hold open for these people. So, and there was a caveat to this one. We needed 4 groups of accessibility, like handicap accessibility seats.
Goddamn cripples.
Which is like, I'm like, okay, so I'm pulling chairs out. I'm like taking chairs off an end table to be like, so we can fit wheelchairs and shit in here.
Yeah.
So that fucks.
Damn, bro, you have to fucking make room for the handicaps, dude. Wow.
That and dude, and it's like you can't have them fucking wheeling all the way around the room. So
yeah,
it's gotta be this table.
Yeah.
So whatever. So dude,
a caravan of them just through the show.
We're already over capacity. It's a fire hazard as it is, and then we get that on top of it. So then people start filtering in. The big groups come in. I'm like, all right, you guys got that whole table, and then the next big group comes in. You guys got that whole table, and then so it ends up at that like it's probably half full at this point. Everything's going fine. People are filtering in. We're filling up, and then dude, this group of the last big group came in, the group of 14 comes in at like 7:40.
Oh.
And like, dude, they like don't stop to the point where like Kendra had to come out and like help. She's like Tab sent her out.
Really?
She's like, Dan's gotta line out the fucking door, go help.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Yeah. Thank you, Kendra. So this woman comes in, and these people are like, they're shit faced. I don't know where the fuck they were. They're probably like all mid-30s, And they got this like ringleader, this fucking woman who fucking runs up to me.
Yep.
She goes,
"This is like exactly what happened to me the other week." Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like she goes, "Are you Patrick?"
Everyone keeps mistaking you for other people. Are you Patrick from Game of Thrones?
Dude, I got that question 3 times last night too. So we got to figure out who the fuck Patrick is because he's making false promises to the people, to the scene, people that are coming to the scene. So he's like, "Are you Patrick?" I'm like, "No, I'm not Patrick." He's like, "All right." He's like, I'm here with a group of 14. We reserved a table. They said we'd have a reserved table. And
where do those people fucking come up with this shit?
I don't know, dude. And I don't know if this is probably a scene problem, but like, I was like, I don't have a. Well, dude, the problem was there was enough. Like, we could seat 14 people.
Yeah,
there was seats open. There was long rows with no tables, whatever. So I was like, all right, I can get you in right here. And she's like, no. She's like, we emailed Patrick eight times. She said she emailed 8. I was like, all right, that's that's either not true or you're the craziest person.
There's some random guy in like Iowa named Patrick who's getting these emails. He's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna fucking respond. Yeah, you got it, lady.
Yeah, they're emailing like the comedy Seam.
Yeah, it's a sewing company.
This guy owns a sewing company.
Yeah.
He's just fucking in some comedy club in Massachusetts. So this woman, and then she her boyfriend comes up. Her husband or whatever. He's like, "What's the problem here?" I've never had like a customer service sort of issue at the scene. Like, there's some crazy people, but you more or less figure it out. And these people won't take no for an answer. And I'm like, guys, I'm not Patrick. First of all, it's like I don't know what you've been promised.
Yeah.
But like, we got to deal with the situation in front of us.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like
it's like you're talking to fucking teenagers.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I didn't say I don't know what to tell you, but I was like, I'm sure you were promised a table for 14. I guarantee that happened. Go ask for a fucking refund. But the current situation is there's no tables.
Yeah.
So you can either sit here or you can leave. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Dude, and there was 2 areas where they could fit. There's no table. I was they wanted the table. And then, dude, some other drunk chicks from their crew started like chirping up. They're like, "Is that our table over there? Was that supposed to be our table?"
And it with like people at it.
Because there was, dude, the other party of 13 was at that. I was like, no, that's not your.
Sorry, you and your 14 people showed up fucking.
Yeah, you
right
did.
Before the show started.
I didn't even get into that. I wanted to like fucking tell them 15 reasons why they were fucking wrong and should leave, but Eric, don't fire me. I was. It's gonna be It's gonna be. I handled this as professionally as possible. I think I'm very good at being.
Nah, he gets it.
So whatever, he gets it. But I was like, you showed up at 7:40 and whatever, and so they're sitting there, and I'm like, they sit in the first group of whatever the long, and they're like, we don't want to sit here anymore. And like, she runs back up to me. I'm like,
it's like, bitch, you see the room.
Yeah,
you see that every chair is
where
full.
Where do you take a look around? Where do you want to sit? Where do you want to sit? You want me to kick these fucking people off? What do you want me to do? So then they all move over to the other side of the room, and like, she's like, can you bring some chairs over? I just said no. I was like, you can like, there's enough chairs to accommodate you there. You can fucking move them around.
Really? Good for you.
I'm not fucking running chairs for you.
Yeah,
because they're all there.
Yeah.
So whatever, they were not happy. And
oh, fuck them.
So, but then, dude, they ended up being a problem.
Oh, really? Who would have fucking thought
so,
the group of drunk chicks was gonna be a problem?
So then, of course, after that goes down, I'm like, all right, so they're already gonna fucking. I'm gonna get nothing from them. I'm gonna walk up there and they're gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker. So the show in general was just chaos, dude. There was fucking full blown like. There's like pockets and everyone was having conversations throughout the whole show. I was on stage in fucking the table right next to just the right of the stage, just out of control. They like saw their friends across
the other
table
side of the stage.
On their side of the stage, and they're just having a conversation across the stage. And like, dude, I'm trying to address it, and the whole because it's not addressable. Like the whole crowd's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And dude, they're so fucked up or so they just don't care. I'm like trying to, and they're like not even acknowledging that I'm on stage talking to them. And I was just like, all right, that's my time. And I just fucking bounced. Because I was already at the end. I was like close to, I was like, this show's not going to get any better if I try another joke here.
Yeah. So. And it's like at that point, I wouldn't even care about like impressing these people. Like I don't care.
Oh, bro, they were not here for anyone but the head. Like they were clearly there for.
Yeah.
And they didn't even give her a good. They weren't even a good audience for her.
Ugh.
Which is crazy, but it was just that kind of show where it was. But I don't know. Dude, I think we're gonna start getting into the mindset that every show is not gonna. Cause we do all these bar shows, and they generally, most of the time they go well. And I think we got to get in this mindset that like that's club comedy, like that experience
of there's like gonna be issues.
Don't feel. It's just like take it as like a. I'm glad I got to experience that,
right?
And like I don't know, try to learn something from it because that's what it's probably gonna be. Yeah,
you got to understand, like, it's like at some point it's out of your hands, especially if you're not the headliner. Like,
I get you put in respect. I'm the door guy. I shouldn't even fucking. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
It's don't take it. Don't really factor that into like, did I do well or not tonight? It's like you were never gonna do what you wanted to do anyway.
And it's like in your head that you're like, I want to address this because I have to address it, but I also can't overstep my like boundaries.
Right, you don't want.
I can't like ruin it for the headliner.
Exactly.
Like God forbid I address it and it makes it go even worse. And now
now the room's all like, fucked up, and the door guy fucked me. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
So I had that in my head. I was just like, I'm just gonna get off.
Yeah. And whatever,
dude. It's so funny because you always get up there and you're like, oh, you guys have seen me fucking 7 times already. Night. You try to address that.
Yeah.
And some guy after the show was walking by and him and his wife stopped and were like, hey man, they were like, I didn't realize you were gonna be on the show. He's like, at one point, like when you walked on stage, I was like, oh look, the bouncer's on stage.
Bro, people have no concept of what this is what you're going up against at that place. It's like when you're going on stage to try to make people laugh, like you want to be having a good time. Like if you're in a good mindset and like it's easier to just have fun and go there. But you're literally in a combat zone.
Dude, it's a fucking war zone.
And then you have to go on stage and like somehow not have that energy. It's almost impossible.
Dude, and zero people in the crowd get the concept of like a door guy and like that spot. And like they're just like, they all have that mind. What the fuck is the bouncer doing on stage? This is a comedy show.
I'm going to literally, next time I do that show, I'm literally going to be like, I am a comedian. Yeah. Hi, guy. I work the door. I'm a comedian.
I'm gonna be on the
show
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a comedian. Here's my set.
Yeah. I know. I should probably stop wearing looking black on black sweatshirts and t-shirts.
You're just security on the back.
Just staff on the back. I'm like, oh, is that what it was?
The bouncer. You're also built like a bouncer too. So
I'm also the biggest dude in the room. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, you're fucked from the start at this place. But that's part of the deal.
Yeah.
It's a good. I don't know. It's a good experience.
That's so funny.
But
dude, love a good scene story.
That was the scene for like 7 hours yesterday.
What do we have for time, Maddie?
About 50.
Cool. Want to do a news story?
Yeah, whatever. Right. Pick one.
We could do Ukraine or I don't really know what's going on with this fucking convoy. It's just very interesting.
Bro, I can't, like, it's one of those things where it's like I don't have the energy to pay attention to it, but like it's like Alberta, like starting in Alberta, which is like
it's on the west.
It's like the U.S. equivalent of like
it's above like Montana,
somewhere in like the right, but like in terms of like culturally, it's like it would be like if a trucker convoy started in like like Alabama or something.
Right. Yes,
it's like this. That's like that. So it's like that kind of.
It's like it's like oil dudes and like
a lot of anti-vax.
Yeah, like low income, like rural poor.
Blue collar,
It's like the South,
So these people are like, in Canada, Canada's got like wild COVID restrictions. Crazy, so these guys are like, we got to make a living here.
Yeah.
Right? So they're like, all these fucking Western Canadian truckers, I guess, we're just like, fuck this. We're going down to, do you know what the capital of Canada is? I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy. Dude, sometimes Canada gets ahead of itself and thinks they're important, and then you don't even know what the capital of Canada is. I think it's Ottawa.
It's got to be Ottawa.
Ottawa Senators, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's the political. I think it's Ottawa.
It's got to be. Anyway.
I think it's Victoria.
Victoria, but okay. Is Ottawa maybe like the political capital?
I don't know. Keep talking. I'll
fact check us on that. So anyway, all these truckers of Alberta, dude. This was like I don't know if that's a long fucking drive, but this was like weeks in the making. They're like, it's coming. The convoy's coming.
Yeah.
And
that's such a long drive.
I know. It's like
crazy.
You were right.
Burning all that.
It's Ottawa?
It's Ottawa. Fuck yeah. So they're like, the convoy's coming. It took like a couple of weeks. Like, if you want to make a fucking statement, it's got to be quicker than a couple of weeks.
Dude, how sick would it be if the fucking the Canadian caravan of truckers remember there was the caravan of immigrants coming up from Mexico?
Yeah.
How nasty would it be if they fucking joined forces in a show of unity? They just make one massive caravan.
The truckers join forces with the illegal immigrants?
Dude, they would be unstoppable.
That would be.
The left and the right wouldn't know what to do about it.
Dude, that could be the play. Dude, that's how you fucking... You gotta
or they clash. They just have a battle.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're going to meet up. And then they're like, you know what? Fuck you.
It's just 18-wheelers running over Ecuadorians.
So, that... yeah, whatever. So they made it to Ottawa, and then they just blocked... It would be like a convoy of truckers, like, on like clogging up Faneuil, dude.
Yeah.
They just they all parked.
Sick move.
I mean, I don't know. So that was like and they just wouldn't move.
Dude, the Freedom Convoy.
Fucked everything.
Didn't they block a bridge and they started arresting people? It says police arrest protesters who remained at U.S.-Canada bridge. So I guess they tried to get into the U.S.
Yeah. And which is like everyone's like, oh, all right, yeah, and then like as soon as like the U.S. is impacted, it's like, no, we run this shit. You got to get off the bridge. But like,
let him in, bro.
But that's since now that's like influenced a
U.S. Where's it starting?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think it's got to be in the West Coast somewhere.
Dude, this is the official.
I think it's in L.A.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's like the biggest
trucking hub,
like whatever.
Oh yeah,
package hub.
Dude, they're gonna go from there to probably DC.
Dude, people were like,
Capital 2.0. Dude, storm the Capitol 2.0.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And now they got trucks, bro. They're fucking just driving up on those fucking steps.
Dude, there was like all these comments on Twitter or something. They were like, these guys are going through. They have to like go through. What is it? It's like Irvine, wherever the Super Bowl stadium is.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're
it's like a fucking gang riddled fucking part. They're like they get like people just start if they cause more traffic. They're saying like these people are just gonna start shooting them.
Holy fuck! Yeah, they're worried about like disrupting the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is
like extra. They should just route around that, avoid that. You know what I mean? You don't want any negative attention on the caravan. The caravan of bros.
Bro, the caravan's you're already second caravan.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it.
That low-key caravan?
You want to start a caravan? Matt, you want to start a caravan?
I'm going to be busy editing.
Fuck. We can start a podcast caravan.
I mean,
that's a good idea.
What should we finance an 18-wheeler? Should we dump all our money into it?
I think it would be a good financial decision.
Yeah, I'll fucking liquidate my retirement account.
Do you have should we get our CDLs? Just sitting there with our fucking Make America Great Again hats on. They're like, what, you guys like working for a trucking company? We're like, no, just personal fun.
Just big fans.
Yeah, we're just fans of trucks. Like, all right. Yeah, dude.
So I don't know how it's gonna end. It's probably gonna be if that gets any momentum and they end up like that could be another January 6th situation.
How funny would it be if this was like if it was like December or something and they were like scheduled to hit DC on January 6th? Bro, that would be nuts.
Dude, if they had I'm surprised something didn't happen for the 1 year anniversary of that shit. That would have been the that would have been the play.
Yeah, that would have been the play. Dude, honestly, shout out to these Canadian truckers, dude. That it was funny seeing videos of Canadians arguing, like the truckers arguing because they're just like Canadians. They're so not tough.
Yeah, they're having like they want to kill each other, but they won't come out.
Yeah, they're like like, oh, you're blocking the street. You're like, I'm sorry, but we gotta do
we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Dude, that Canadian truckers are probably a low-key best group to drink with. Imagine those guys.
Oh, those guys drink so hard.
There got to be... Dude, there's some stat... It definitely... I don't know. It's probably true. That, like, most 18-wheel, most truck drivers are just bombed.
That's the stat. That's the CDC stat. Yeah. It's like, it's just most 18-wheeler truckers are bombed.
Yeah, it's a medical term.
No, they are. And I've also... that's also true of tow truck drivers.
Oh, for sure,
bro.
They're fucking more than bombed. Those guys,
plow guys, dude. When there's a
those
storm,
fucking those 18-hour, 24-hour
bro, I
shifts.
worked in like one of those last storms that we had, and we just had fucking plow guys just smashing into each other left and right. They're just like driving through intersections, fucking 20 miles per hour, just smoking each other.
Yeah, Gatorade bottle full of vodka.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, where do you stand? This is a fucking snowstorm. Where do you stand on like the Southeast space saver situation? Because dude, this is a heated debate.
Good question. I'm actually I was in Southie recently. I was in Dorchester recently, and there were all the space savers out, and I was having this mental debate with myself. It's on one hand, I get it that if you take the time to shovel out a spot, because those spots, it's not just like if you get like a foot of snow, it's not just a foot of snow. It's like they get plowed.
It's a problem. Yeah, they get plowed in.
Mountain.
It's a big fucking amount.
So
of work.
on one hand, I get it. If you fucking are out there for like 2.5 hours shoveling your spot, you should be entitled to it. But on the other hand, the people leave these space savers out for way too long.
You get like 24 hours or something.
It's insane to me that it's like a city sanctioned thing.
That's the craziest part.
It's a fucking lawn chairs. I saw a fucking like pair of shoes.
Yeah, there's a bowling pin.
Yeah, there's like a kid's bicycle out there. You're like, this is like a city sanctioned thing.
Dude, that's the craziest part is like Boston co-signed this shit, so it's like kind of gives you an excuse to get out of control with it.
Yeah, and there's no like, it's not like if they issued you a space saver with like, it's like this whatever, like this little fucking block and it has a serial number on it. Yeah. But you could just go out there and you could just go out and shovel 5 spots if you wanted to and just fucking start putting your fucking
piano out
you
there.
Put each one of your kids out there, dude. Your fucking unfathered child.
Yeah.
Out there.
And I've never been in a space saver situation. Like I've never had to shovel out in the city, whatever. Not to the extent Southie fucking does. So I don't get it. I've never had to do it. So I don't know. But it's like the bigger problem is there's people going around that they're just like anti-space saver. They'll move space savers. They'll just fucking drive around and remove space savers.
Those are the fucking anarchists.
Those are the fucking, that's established 666, Hail Satan. those are those kind of people.
Maddie, you gotta fucking we gotta get on the merch game for this podcast, and there needs to be some Hail Satan merch.
Yeah, we'll work on something.
All right.
But so dude, they'll move space savers just like vigilante style, and then people driving around looking for parking spots will park. He's like, oh, there's no space saver here because some jerk off moved it.
Right.
And the person that shoveled the spot,
they'll get their car fucked up.
So it's like this cycle of insanity. Where it's like
where do you
the parking spot is you shoveled it out. The streets you don't own the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird middle ground.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Aren't they allowed to do it for like 48 hours?
Yeah, if the city declares a snow emergency.
Bro, I was there like literally 5 or 6 days after the snow emergency. And people still had space savers out. I was like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah,
you don't own the spot for the whole winter now,
dude. Exactly. That's the point. It's like it's a public street. I don't know. It's chaos, but every year it's like people get like their cars fucked.
That's the biggest downside of living in a city. Like, not that I've like lived in the city, but like that it would like during snow. It just like if you have a car, that's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's a hassle.
It's a fucking nightmare. It's not the stabbings and like the lootings. It's the fucking.
It's the parking in the summer.
Yeah,
is fucking brutal. Never mind with space savers.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Well, we didn't get to Ukraine, but by the time this podcast comes out, there'll probably be a fucking full-blown war over there.
Tune in next week for coverage.
Yeah. Glad we took a week off. We were busy, but we're back, baby.
We're
rolling. So, yeah, come out March 1st to Privé Lounge in Andover and find those tickets on Open Table. That's our big thing coming up.
Hell yeah.
And then, when's the next? I'm not going to be at the next comedy Naughty Doctors Comedy Showcase in Southie, but it is a fucking stellar lineup.
It's a sick lineup. March 10th, Thursday, March 10th, 8:30 p.m. We got Will Noonan. We've got Peter Martin.
Bangers.
We've got Tukey Kavanaugh. Bangers. Just to name a few, and more. So that should be a banger show. Free show, no excuse not to be there.
Yeah, last one was good.
Thursday's
the move.
We're rolling on Thursdays.
Thursday's the move. Come out.
So, all right,
pussies. Bye.
Later.